What were the benefits and challenges of Fitzmorris?
We liked the teachers, we liked the location, we really liked that it was a Title I school, we liked that it was a center-based school. These were things that checked a lot of boxes for me in terms of my values. The small enrollment was getting to be a really big problem. My son, last year he was a third grader, and in his class he had very few male peers. A lot of his male peers were second graders who'd been combined with his third grade class. Boys who he was with every day who were kind of the same age, there were like 4 maybe. He needed more male peers, in my opinion. I did some volunteering, and the way that the teachers were having to cover for each other, the lack of resources, everything from like school supplies to like people resources were just so lacking.
Where is your student now, and how is that a different experience?
Both of my kids are at Lawrence Elementary School, which is the new catch school for this area. And it's been wonderful. I think the teachers all have at least one same grade peer teacher, so they get to collaborate and help each other out. My daughter's in first grade, and there's actually 3 first grade classrooms. So I think that allows for a lot more thought in how they group kids for certain classes. My son has a lot of male friends, which is great. So I know he's happy. He's really happy there.
How did your student do with the transition from their former school to their present school?
The transition started last year because they really did a good job at Fitz of like a field trip. And the principal from Lawrence came to Fitzmorris and made himself available. And they did social emotional groups with the kids. So they really tried to make it a very open conversation between the staff and the kids and the parents, so that no one was surprised, and so that kids had a place to kind of express their feelings, maybe ask questions, etc. And then Lawrence did a really good job of saying, parents, give us your feedback about, do you want your kids to go to class with all the other Fitz kids? We had at least two staff from Fitz go to Lawrence, and so there was conversations about how can we be mindful of those staff supporting your kids when they transition. So there was just a lot of planning and communication. I think in the classroom, both of my kids are saying really good things. They're happy to go to school. They're happy when they leave school. They talk about their days. It seems like it's going really well.
What advice would you give yourself, or advice you'd give others going through this today?
I would probably say to myself, like, don't worry, just trust that things will be okay. One thing that kind of worked for us is we got on the Jeffco website that allows you to look at different demographic measures of each school, and we kind of use that to narrow down the schools we wanted to go to. For me, demographics is important. I want kids of color in there. I want it to be a Title I school. I want it to be inclusive of all kinds of differences, and so Fitz fit that, and Lawrence fits that.